So a couple of weekends ago, it was the Great Western Brick Show at Steam. And we were there, and I'm going to share with you what we saw. So this one was actually inspired by the Houses of the World gift for purchases, but it is in fact houses of the world. So there's all miniature builds in there of places around the world. Genius idea, really, really smart. Loved this. Now, I did enjoy how the fact that Stitch was wholly half made here. When you go to these shows, you do see people building as they're there. It's a great activity to do at a Lego show, is build a bit more. And I love that Disney balloon. I kind of feel like they've used the builds from the Disney art piece, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Everyone loves the fun fair. This one here is a work in progress, and I have to say the handwriting on the sign, super, super neat. Whereas this one is their latest build, complete build of a cinema. Great lighting. And then an airport. I feel like the planes maybe aren't quite the right scale for the airport though, but I'm loving all the details on the signs and things in this one. Some wearable armour and weapons. It freaks me out a little bit when Nicholas walks around wearing those. A little bit of Disney here. And again, someone's building the Nightmare Before Christmas set there. Foggy. Recreating the Jaws poster there. Giant money. This is Monarch's Animal Crossing builds. He's laid them flat this time, which I think looks really good. And then his latest junk build of the Palace Cinema. And I really like all the details that he's borrowed from Andrea's theatre set, the Friends one. Especially because it's got elves there. Now, Ghostbusters. Extra ones, a lenticular there as well. And then look at all those little Stay Puft people. I actually took one of those home with me. I didn't steal it. James Gage allowed me to take one home, which was super kind of him. They're just so cute. We've got a Dreams mock here. We've got the nightmare side and then the nice side. Super colourful. And then a little alien invasion there maybe going on. And look at all those caps as well. This is Brick Askews, which I failed at recording at the Bournemouth Brick Show. Oh, Batman on the top there. I love the way he's got the tower that sort of can open so you can see inside. But this is his latest one with sort of the pathway winding up to that beautiful, beautiful wizard's tower. And just the movement in the trees that he's captured there, I think is so lovely. Definitely looks like it's a windy day. It's AV Bricks' Halloweeny scene and Friends remocks, turning those into proper modulars. And then of course the trainer collection with their lenticular as well. This one was, they had Robot Wars, normal Robot Wars, but this is the actual smaller Robot Wars. They use the circuit cube motors and the kids could actually play with those. I thought that was really great. There's a few more of the robots. Now this is Not That Sam Smith's Mona Misa, and it's such a genius idea. I love that one, as well as his mech, which did take a small tumble during the day, but was put back up nicely. The lighting on this one really added something. And I love the layers in the base as well, having the skeleton in there. A rival coral reef, but we're not comparing because everyone does things slightly differently. I really love the way they had the tubes holding up the sea there. These ones do move. They're controlled by, I assume, the circuit cubes, but I'm not sure. And I love it when people display their bricks that they get from displaying slightly differently, so the train carriages there. I believe these mosaics are Marvel. I don't know all of it. I think that's Loki. I'm so bad at Marvel. So maybe let me know in the comments if you know who these people are. And then this one was inspired by the Secret Garden book. And you can just about see the entrance at the front there. But so many different ways of making flowers look beautiful. I really love the bushes. And then a bit of Fabuland, which is always fab. Planet Tech's here. This is Beggar's Canyon. I'm learning Star Warsy things. And then this is Slim Jim Lego, and so much detail in this medieval mock here. He had a nice little find the pigs trail as well, which I really enjoyed. Some of them were quite hard to find. And then I went back later on, it turns out it was all motorised. I hadn't spotted that, so this is fantastic. Now, I saw this one at Bricktastic, but it's got bigger and more colourful, and I love talking to this lady because she approved of our mock as well, because it's so colourful. You should always have colour in your mocks, in my opinion. And this one just reminds me of like Licorice All Sorts. Just so cool, and I love that little house there. Now there's some games that you could play. Good one for the kids to play. I didn't do too well though. We've got a giant cow there, and I really love the chicken. These are some great looking boats as well. So this was next to us, super-sized like cruise ship with Friends characters, loving all the solar panels on the sails. And then this is a Warhammer 40,000 ship, and it is extreme. I mean, it's large, it's beautiful, it's detailed. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Now, I scooted over our mock, which was a mistake because I didn't take any footage of it. I'm so sorry about that. I will show you it at some points in the future. But this is the Princess Avenue mock by Erica and Mike and his two lovely daughters, who we had a lovely weekend being next to. They were hilarious. You've got some Star Wars droids here, R2-D2 and BB-8. I'm learning, I am learning. Nice battle going on here. Is a battle ever nice? I don't know. Very detailed battle. I love the ship on fire, and then just look at all of these soldiers, especially the ones going up the little ladder to the top. It is impressive. Now this does not look like it's actually Lego. I don't know if it's been painted or not, but amazing. Some great rock work on that castle there. And I love a water wheel. Now this is the Teal Squadron. I'm loving the shape of that first building. It's really cool. There's just so much going on, and this is all based on Star Wars, but tealified, if that's even a word. And look at the technique on the water as well, to give that sort of illusion of depth. So clever. This one is the one that rotates. I don't think I ever saw it rotating, but I didn't go over very often. And then the container cargo ship, and then this crazy BB pellet firing thing, and they had cans in there. I don't know if that was noisy or not. Nice station there, underground station I would say, based on the logo. Some great facades of buildings there as well. This is Tommy Seabricks's stand there. He's got all of his droids at the back, including the fun pink one. Then we got some Harry Potter. I didn't see much Harry Potter actually, and I've seen this one before, and I love this because it's just so detailed. It's got all of the lots of Hogsmeade there, just so much going on. Stuart and Naomi, they brought some of their retro models, ones that they were displaying I think 17 years ago at the Great Western Brick Show. So this is like a nice round police station. Lots of detail in there, all of it comes apart, and then Mr. Men are like my absolute favourite all the time, so I love these. Absolutely wonderful builds. And then I love the cauldron there with, I assume, frog's legs and Eye of Newt or something. Nice big city scene here with a big garden in the middle. Lego store as well. Gotta have a Lego store. And then we've got a massive parrot with a small coral reef sort of section underneath, and very crowded coral reef section. Stuart Harris signed a small trainer build as well, which was auctioned off over during the evening. And then I believe these are Star Trek builds, but I didn't get close enough to actually read what's on them. So hopefully if you're a Star Trek fan, you know what these are. I'm pretty sure that's the Enterprise. Actually, don't quote me on that. And another busy scene here. This is like a rock concert with all the sort of different street vendors and a little bit of entertainment with that UFO roller coaster, which I love that one. That's a really great setup. A bit of a queue going on there for the toilets. I think they're in the process of being cleaned, which is always good to see. Now this garage here is then going to give way to a whole raft of vehicles. I think this guy might like cars. There are a lot of cars, and I'm loving like the little zigzag wall between the two sections of the garage. But look how many cars he's got. I could tell you more about them, but I don't know anything about cars. I just like the purple one. maybe let me know your favourite car in the comments below. So here are some of the main robots that use the bigger motors. Some of them are hilarious. I didn't actually get to see any of the Robot Wars this weekend, but that's on me. We've got Gaz's Doctor Who extravaganza here, and that green one there is one of the newer ones. In fact, brand new ones. He's just got so much in here, and the interaction he gets with the public, the Doctor Who fans, is amazing. People who know about Doctor Who know what this is, and they get very excited about it. This one's one of the new ones, I believe, and then this one as well. But I think my favourite one is the one that uses those new leaf pieces. Fantastic pieces, absolutely love those. There was a whole story with this scene about the artist and this sort of group of people who didn't like the artist. He had to leave to go to space, I think, and he took his other half with him. That's her there. I think that's a picture of the artist there. Now, there was a massive space collaboration from London AFOLs. I am astounded by the dome there. Great work on that. But there's all these sort of little pods, different things going on in them, loads of spaceships, lots of amazing shapes. I mean, look at those tubey bits. There's a little space nursery, I think, there. All the space babies. I love the space babies. And then this section over here is Kaz Mockett's part. She always puts so much detail into her builds, and always an element of rainbow in there. So you'll see in a second the rainbow spacemen on a little roller coaster. There they are. But I love the cratering she's got going on the actual surface. Now, on the other side, they had a bunch of brown spacemen. And brown spacemen are not my favourite colour, but they'd really used these quite well. And apparently... Oh, there's a little cinema there. Lots of spacemen watching the cinema. I think it's the Lego movie they're watching. Yeah, apparently this group of brown spacemen are actually called Poo Patrol. So yeah, they are cleaning up the mess after the other spacemen. I loved that detail. This always amazes me, just those little clip pieces work so well. And then some lever art. I do like a bit of lever art. And look at the way these pieces are just on their side. Really clever. Brickhenge. And then Simon Pickard's also brought along his wonderful medieval village. Love looking at this each time. This one is, I think it's tiny medieval, and it's not tiny by any means, but they've got so much crammed into that. Wonderful colours. Love the little bustling market scene at the front. Always like a stripy awning on things. And then all the detail inside as well. Gotta love the chicken. The little cats all in the chest there. Love that. Good use of some of the video tiles as well. Now this is Oldendorf's. He did some Pokemon cards, mosaics. And I really love how he put the actual Pokemon card in there so you can see what it is you're looking at, especially if you're not a fan of Pokemon, so you wouldn't necessarily recognise it otherwise. Really good idea. And then his MOC was a little bit longer than the table, so it was a little bit of a hazard. Things would be knocked, but I love the addition of that new tower. And there's so many D&D figures in this build. He's gone crazy with D&D figures, and it looks really good. And again, a nice little hide and seek kind of trail, which I didn't complete, and I'm sad about that because I meant to go back and finish it, but never mind. But as well as this, he also did have another gigantic tower, and I'm loving the colouring on this tower. So he's got the Dreams characters sort of trapped in the pink rock there, which I think is a really nice detail. And the angles as well in this build. You have to tilt your head for some of it. There you go. But yeah, fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. Now this train station, you have to look through the holes to get the best views. I mean, you can see from the top, but it gives a really nice frame to it. Lots going on. Reading the map. And as well as the train station build, he's also got this, I think it's a shopping mall. I can't quite remember actually what it is, but I'm loving all the detail in there. Yeah, like a little pancake stand. This is the outside. And then he's done a new one, which is a power station. And the detail in this, I mean, I wanted to shrink myself down and go in and do some of the sort of cranking of levers and things, because you could tell they'd make a really good noise as you pull them down. Just looked really cool. A lot of work has gone into this. Now, there was a big collaboration build for Brickish of a seaside promenade, as well as a pier, which I didn't know was going to happen. I think the pier was specific to the Stevenage meetup, maybe? But everyone had bought a different section, and in fact this was done via project support. So we actually ordered some parts from Lego, and those parts didn't turn up in time for Steam. So there are a ton more builders, including Ian and I, that are going to be building a section for this. So it's going to get even longer, and it's already super duper long. I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful. I love the roller coaster going through the whole build. And then this is Andy's, Polar Bricks, and his little lifeboat. So amazing. He says there's some really good details inside the arcade, so hopefully at some point I can look inside that. But just fantastic details. Everyone had done something different, and they had a tram going up and down that changed throughout the day, so every time we came back there was a slightly different tram. That was quite cool. Then you've got two sort of fun fairs in the next couple of sections, and they're very different from each other. This one, fun fair for people who like fun. They're just changing the batteries there, so ignore that. But then the other fun fair, a little more creepy. I mean, look at that Ferris wheel. There's a lot of eyes on that. There's a little dig going on there. We've discovered a fossil. There goes the tram. And a really great looking beach section going on as well. So here's the pier. I absolutely adore the pier. The colouring, so good. Nice little bowling alley. And again, they've got their own tram for the pier because it's super long. You need to be able to get from one end to the other. But look at the building at the end. Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, we've got some art from Banksy there. And obviously, it being in the Steam Museum, there's always a lot of trains at this show. And here are some of them. Again, some more trains and lovely trolley bus there. Absolutely beautiful, love that. And then a whole bunch of sort of buildings. And once you cross the river, the buildings become a lot more Friendsified. So they've taken a lot of the Friends sets and sort of modularised them as such. And I think that's a great thing to see because some of those Friends sets, in fact all of those Friends sets are amazing, and adding in those details, it really works. I think that's some Belleville characters there for the mermaids. But again, I don't know if that's like a theatre maybe. It's so cool. And then you've got the same sort of trolley bus but in the purple colouring. Lots going on in the park. Hustling and bustling, and loads of different trees as well. Really beautiful. So there was a schools competition as well. They had to design a bridge, and there was quite a few entries in, and then it was judged on the Saturday night by Stuart Harris from the Lego House. Everyone had written what was going on in their builds underneath. I'm loving the rainbow pillars on that one. There's so much colour. This is Jackie's. Jackie always does really fantastic things. I love the colour machine, and then all the creepy eyes as well. Really different, this build, but stunning. The poor man in there with all the bananas. And then the detail in that one, gorgeous. This one's all Halloweenified, and again, so much going on. Really enjoyed looking at this one. Now, Lego Lee Stanley, he did the Muppets, has been collecting Ninjago for years, and he finally decided to put it all to great use and build something spectacular. I mean, this was huge, and I love it. Like, you really needed to step back to take it all in. Took him 5.5 hours to set up on the Friday, and then I think 2.5 hours to take back apart. I love the way he's arranged the Ninjago city sets, and I'm considering whether to change ours to be similar, because it just gives it a really nice shaping. But it just shows you the potential you have if you are a set builder to actually take those sets and turn them into something amazing. Got some pirate ships here. Lots of lovely pirate ships. Bit of a battle going on, I think. Great use of pieces to make the wash. And then we've got a whole load of Lord of the Rings and Hobbit builds here. And again, I really love seeing the difference between like the big scale builds and then the small scale builds, but they're still capturing the scene perfectly. Much easier to transport as well. I mean, the use of actual thread there for the spiderweb, and then I love Treebeard. Now, we had a funfair earlier, but this is the funfair to rival all others. I always enjoy watching this go round, and I always have a good old boogie in front of it because the music is very catchy. Well, hook a duck going on there. I think this is my favourite one though. I'd be happy going on this ride. So I've added in the GBC footage, but I've sped it up here. If you want to see the full GBC at correct speed, I'll link that up now. Also, in the same room as the GBC, there were some other things moving. Oh, I love moving Lego, it's always fun. So you got Donkey Kong here. Is that Donkey Kong? And you could change it out for another one. And then you've got some hydraulics Lego going on. And that's actually doing some semaphore. Really interesting to look at. We've got some super sized Lego. So these are like the big figs that I think you could buy. Are they like the clock pieces? I'm not sure. But super cool watching these go round. All the cars are sort of proper Lego, built out proper Lego. And then you've got the big figs as well. Then we had the travelling rocker with her ping pong machines, and she's always like adding bits to these and improving the mechanism, and she's really passionate about them. It's really fun to look at. I did have a go on the 18+ one again. I don't think practice has helped. I'm pretty sure I was worse than last time. Got some flying bats here. Again, I just love when people add movement into their MOCs. And then the USS Pampanito, I think I've said that wrong, but very big boat is what I understand it to be. So we've got some great Star Wars MOCs here. The son of the guy here was actually off playing Robot Wars, but he was very excited to be featured on the channel, and I am very impressed with his builds. The sign was made by the dad, and he got all of the episodes completely wrong, so that was quite funny. Lots of lovely Technic here, and I do love that little gingerbread man there. And again, another good use of the bricks you get for displaying at shows to display them in that rotating drum, I think is a really great idea. And look how many they've got, and even space for some more. We've got some more trains. I'm loving the Tunnocks tea cake wrapper around that bit there. They put a lot of effort into the scenery on this one, so I really enjoy looking at this. Because I'm not a massive train fan, but I do like buildings and storytelling, so this one I enjoy looking at. And I'm always astounded by the bridge they have. The bridge is beautiful. Again, storytelling. Look at that. Look at the pink sheep. So funny. So this was a replacement build for one that had left on the Saturday night. And so this was only there on the Sunday, and I'm so glad it did come along. It's a cat extravaganza. It's a cat fae, which I think is a great play on words there. And really, the detail in here was amazing. I stood here for ages chatting to this lady because it's just beautiful. And she was really pleased that all the Gary's Doll's House stuff had come out, because that gave her quite a lot of cat ear things to use. But look how beautiful it is. I would never go to a cat cafe, but I really enjoyed looking at this. Now, this is Ben's little brick end, I think it's called. And he always puts something interactive for the kids in. So they wave their hand in front of the sensor and off the train goes. And having a working turning point. Awesome. I can't think of the name for it, but yeah, in it goes. And then on the other side is the blue train, the Orient Express. The train is going back out, and when you look down, there's the guy working on the train. Now, I couldn't resist having a go on this machine. I went after this girl and I got 24 coins out of the machine, which I was very impressed with. In fact, I could have played for longer, but I realised that I'd left Ian all by himself for quite some time. They even had stuff out in the main reception of the museum, which was one of the last things for me to record because it took me a while to get to there. Oh, Bluey! We love Bluey. And Bingo! Bingo is everyone's favourite, right? Now this is the art display that we have joined in with. A couple of our panels are in there. Someone had forgotten to bring the bits of paper that said what the artworks actually were. So that was fun for the person by this display stand. Trying to remember which was which. They also had a trail throughout the museum where they'd replaced things in the actual museum with Lego versions. I thought that was really fun. I don't know if I found them all. These are the ones that I did spot. And again, I found some more train layouts inside the museum as well. So everything was much more spread out this year. and it kept people busy walking through the museum, which is nice. And of course, here's the mosaic. I didn't take any in progress shots, sorry about that, but we were celebrating Simon Scott's set because obviously he's part of Brickish and he got his idea through, and I haven't built the set yet, but I'm keen to get it. And I'm, again, super sorry that I did not record any footage of our own mock. I will be doing that at the next show we go to, and hopefully it'll be bigger and better by that point. I just totally failed on that one. Please do let me know in the comments below what your favourite mock was. Oh, I also missed out Andy and Helen's. Sorry, Andy and Helen. Totally missed. I missed all the people who left on the first day, and I missed several other mocks. I did my best. But yes, let me know your favourite. Also, if you want to see other reviews of Lego shows and all their mocks, I'll link that playlist up at the end. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. See you later.